Smith from Tennessee. They got rid of Delaney Walker. He's got a big role to fill. I think he does it. It's like Blake Jarwin for Dallas. I think with Witten leaving, he had a solid year last year. I think Jarwin's going to have an amazing year with the Cowboys. My 3 sleepers in tight ends this year were Gronk, Hayden Hurst, and Jarwin. And I got one of them. I got Gronk. But those 3, look for those 3 tight ends to really have a great year. And Jazeski, Dolphins saying he's going to be great. Daniel Jones for the Giants, I haven't talked highly about him. It's just I can't trust him, But then again, we'll see how it plays out. I can't trust him. And this is crazy. He got drafted over Ben Roethlisberger. I love Ben Roethlisberger. I hate him, but I love him. Great fantasy quarterback. I think he has a bounce back year. I think he's gonna be the comeback player of the year, hands down. I never count Ben Roethlisberger out of it. Those division games between the Ravens, those are gonna be probably our hardest games of the year because it means so much to those organizations. It's gonna be exciting. I'm glad he's back. It sucks, but I'm glad he's back. It's gonna be awesome. Mike Williams, I think he's gonna have a great year with Keenan Allen. Look what Tyrell Williams did with Keenan Allen, and then he left and got the big spotlight with the Raiders. And look at the year he had. I think Mike Williams' numbers are gonna be crazy. I think they're gonna be good numbers. Because Keenan Allen's the guy there. But I think if Mike Williams wanted to leave, I could see him being a great player. Doing what Tyrell Williams did with the Raiders last year. So it's exciting for him. But he should have a good year though for the Chargers. So I was on the clock. I got CeeDee Lamb. I hope he has a good year. I want to trade him to get some value. I look for him. I think he kind of is going to have a better year than Amari Cooper. It's going to be similar. I think CeeDee Lamb, especially with the receivers over there, there's no tape on CeeDee Lamb. There is, but, I think there's going to be more pressure on Cooper and Gallup, but I think CeeDee Lamb has a great year. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the best receiver next year. Excited for CeeDee Lamb. So I had back-to-back picks. Bears defense, they're number 2 in my opinion. They got healthy. They added people in the draft and free agency. When you have a guy like Khalil Mack leading that defense, it's awesome. We saw what they did 2 years ago, and then they got hurt and everything. Trubisky throwing picks, putting them back on the field, it hurt. But I look for them. I look for that defense to really shine. Colts defense got picked. I think the Colts are going to have a really good year. Phillip Rivers, you got DeForest Buckner on the Colts. Some pieces in the draft, free agent moves. But the biggest one was the DeForest Buckner move. That was awesome. That D-line's going to be steady. It's going to be sharp, especially in that division. That division, it's nothing scary. So the Colts are going to be competing. Justin Jefferson, I think he fills a role for Stephon Diggs. I think, with Stephon Diggs, he's always going to ask for the ball. And I don't know if that's the best idea for Kirk Cousins with the situation over there. And I don't know if it's going to help Josh Allen. Maybe it does. But for Kurt, you want guys that are just going to do their job, run their routes, do everything the team wants them to do. And I like Justin Jefferson over there with Adam Thielen. I think that's going to be awesome for him. I'm excited for Kirk Cousins. I think Justin Jefferson has a great year. That's a great value pick. He's the number 2 guy there. I wish I could have got him. I just think CeeDee Lamb, with the value, with the other guys, I think it's going to be better for him. So I drafted CeeDee over him. Broncos defense, like I said, they get Chubb back. They got Casey from the Titans. Von Miller, this is the best he's ever looked, in my opinion. He looks great, man. I'm excited for Von. Bless his soul, he recovered from Corona. I'm excited for the Broncos defense. That was one of the sleeper defensive picks for me. So people, they don't really think about all the moves they did and, the situation that's happened with Denver, but awesome. This guy. Rashard Perriman. Had a good year last year. Can't trust him because the other years, you just pull up the film, the stats, can't trust Rashard Perriman. It's just, I don't like him. Saints defense. They're talking a lot over there in New Orleans. They say they got a top defense, but we'll have to see. They could very well have a top defense. Signing Malcolm Jenkins back, not just playing on the field, but the veteran leadership from that, I think it's going to be awesome for them to have him back. If that team can rally around and come together again, it'd be awesome. Vikings defense, it's a stretch. They had a couple guys opt out. Michael Pierce, the former Raven, he opted out. They lost Everson Griffin. I thought that was their best player. Obviously, Hunter's there. He's a great player. Smith's there. But for the pick where it's at, it's a good value. It's a good pick. I just think with them missing the guys, it's going to hurt. Alexander from Minnesota, the running back, could be a great pickup. We don't know if Cook's going to play. They got to pay him the money. We don't know what's going to happen. It could be a situation, and that's a great pick for him, because it could be a situation like the Austin Eckler and Melvin Gordon situation. Didn't show up till late, didn't get the numbers he wanted, and Eckler was playing great, and it worked out for Eckler. So that's a great pickup for them. Justin Jackson, Chargers. Maybe they get him in a role somehow. Austin Eckler's their guy, I think. Robbie Gould, great kicker, veteran kicker. I love him. He's I think he'll be a Hall of Famer. He's a good kicker. Chris Broswell, another good kicker. Pittsburgh. I mean, you look at Pittsburgh's kickers; it seems like they're always clutch. So can't go wrong with that. Especially if they get the running game going, it's going to set up a lot of kicks for him. It's good. Josh Lambo from Jacksonville. I mean, that might be your best option for a Jacksonville offensive player, for me at least. Because I don't know what I'm getting out of Gardner Minshew. I didn't like drafting a Jacksonville player or a Bears offensive player. I just didn't like, or a Giants. The only person I would draft on the Giants is Saquon, because the talent's there, and he's just such a student of the game. He learns on the fly. I love Saquon, so that's the one guy I would have drafted out of those three. Matt Gay, Tampa Bay. I think he's gonna have a great year. They can't score points. They're going to be in the red zone. They're going to be in scoring position. So I feel like he'll get a lot of kicks off. That's the kicker I wanted to get if I couldn't get Tucker, because I knew the situation with Tampa. And another one of my biggest steals and sleepers of the year, LeSean McCoy. I mean, he's going to have a great year with Tom. I am very excited for McCoy. I think you're going to see a bounce-back year from the Bills' years. Not as good as the Bills' years, but I think with him, with that offense, it's going to really work for him. And especially Tom, little throws at the side, it's going to be great for him. Sony Michel, they use him a lot. I think that's great for New England. James White's the guy for me, but Sony Michel's good too. Hines from the Colts. They got 3 running backs over there, but I think Jonathan Taylor wins the battle. Zane Gonzalez from Arizona. They could put up a lot of points, and it could work out for them. I mean, I've seen them put up a lot of points, but we'll see. Jake Elliott. I drafted Jake Elliott. I love Jake Elliott. He's a clutch kicker for the Eagles. I'm excited. Jake Elliott's great. Clutch. He's a good kicker. So getting him in the last round, that was great for me. The main guys I wanted at kicker were Tucker and Matt Gay, but it didn't work out. I would love to get Greg Zuerlein, especially with Dallas in their situation. It's not a bad situation being where you have that many good players, so it's gonna be cool. I'm excited. So we'll go over some sleepers I've had. When we talk about the running backs, the sleepers I had this year, I mean, usually it works out for me. Miles Sanders, I think he has a great year. And these are sleeper running back picks. Josh Jacobs, Melvin Gordon, Devin Singletary, Chris Carson, Jonathan Taylor, Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, Cam Akers, Darius Geis. Well, he's not going to be playing anymore, but I think he would have had a great year. Matt Breida, Duke Johnson, Shady McCoy. The wide receiver sleepers I had this year: Kenny Galladay, Adam Thielen, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Deebo Samuel, DK Metcalf, Jared Jeudy, Hollywood Brown, Devontae Parker, Cortland Sutton, Emmanuel Sanders, Hakeem Harry, Julian Edelman, Harry Ruggs, CeeDee Lamb, Golden Tate, Larry Fitzgerald, Hunter Renfrow, Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams, Chase Claypool. And then the sleeper tight ends, I mean, we brought it up already. Gronk, Hayden Hurst, Eric Ebron, T.J. Hawkinson, Irvin Smith, Blake Jarwin, and Jimmy Graham. I mean, we don't know the year we're going to get out of Jimmy Graham. I think if the quarterback situation plays out right, I think Jimmy Graham could be a great pick over there. Especially when Nick Foles is quarterback. He loves his tight ends. We saw it when he was with the Eagles. So if he's the quarterback, I mean, Jimmy Graham would be a great sleeper over there. Sleeper picks for defense. I talked about it. New England Patriots, Dallas Cowboys, Seattle Seahawks, Denver. You know, the Bills were in between, you know, top defenses and sleepers, so I didn't put them in there. I mean, those are the sleeper picks. I'm excited. So that was it for my podcast today. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned a lot. Thank you for tuning in.